Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, House in his fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode, we did some campaigning about and sending our forces around to do some fighting and dealing with things. Things are going relatively well, and I'm realizing Yama-Zatas are basically clerics. Slightly stronger clerics. So, I don't really need the regular clerics as much. Paladins have healing too. I kind of need to get other units in here. Other than the clerics. And other than the paladins. So I'm going to keep my eyes out for that. But, we do have other things to do. Let a day pass. The succubus's lair has been cleared out and the crusaders have brought back plenty of magical trophies. Huzzah! During the exploration of the catacombs under an ancient temple, soldiers have come upon a heavily wounded dragon. Someone had been putting the poor creature through agonizing torture for years, driving it mad. The officers are uncertain what to do with the creature. We can end the dragon's suffering to gain leadership points, kill it and give its organs to the alchemists, or send healers to the dragon. I mean, it makes sense to try and heal it. Priests and druids healed the dragon's body and mind with their magic. The poor thing is still weak and cannot fight, but he wants to repay his saviors for their kindness. He has revealed the location of his treasures and hopes that the gold will help the crusaders. Ooh, more diplomatic. And strengthening the chain of command. Staff council needs to be done. Outpost to Bastion would be good, and now that I think about it, since we do have a forward position here, we need to upgrade that. Let's see. We have a point over here. Let's see. You can continue onwards. I'm gonna send you to attack it. You might be able to do something. But, let's see. This fort here, I don't think we can really reach it for a while. There's a fort back there. That's kind of gonna be the end point, I think. The Castle of Desires isn't a bad point to get an upgrade, I think. To get a teleporter. So I think, not to mention it might be a good spot for a base. So if I manage the Castle of Desires... Did it answer that? I don't know. Alright, we're gonna build... This is gonna be a defensive one. Garrison Hall of Champions. How long has that been there? Huh. Anyway, this is gonna be a forward defensive position, so we're gonna build a citadel. What else? Oh, it needs 4. Interesting. We'll go with... a watchtower. Actually, hang on. This is in the new location, isn't it? So this would actually be a good spot for a watchtower. Isn't it? Yes, good spot for a watchtower. Oop, no. I was trying to click on the Castle of Desires. There we go. Yeah, this is a good spot for a watchtower, I think. So we will build a watchtower, and, you know, probably not a bad idea. No, we'll go with the hospital. Alright, so you will go at that one. That will be a similar kind of thing. Setsuna. You're gonna continue on all the way to where you're going. We're gonna come back to this one later. We'll be taking care of that group soon. Alright, Agaboya, let me drop a save before we try this fight. Alright, Agaboya, try this fort. Okay, so we have Fireball. You can do a lot to these guys. That actually did do a lot. You can't kill many of these. You can almost kill the Mastodons. You are gonna wait. Okay, that's good. Ooh, nice. Okay, now another fireball. I'm a little worried about those guys. Ow, but you're fine. Okay, another fireball. We do almost have that one dealt with. Alright, you can go ahead, heal up the spearman a bit. Okay, the zombies aren't actually that big a deal. Do a load of damage to those. I think they're mainly just tanky, they're not going to be able to kill us. Okay, we can do this. One more of these. Kill those zombies. Almost. And got him. You definitely need to get a little stronger, but we can take these guys out. It's not a big deal. The Crusaders are not the only ones fighting against the World Wound. After searching the encampment, the soldiers concluded that it was set up by a group of mammoth lords that consisted of the representatives of different clans. They wandered too deep into the demon's territory, got ambushed, and made a defensive stand. The demonic plague claimed them one by one. Well, that sucks. That army's gonna be easy to deal with. That one might be a little tricky. I don't know about that one. It's a lot of berserkers. But, let's see. For this location, I can actually click it. No, I want to click the... Click the fort. Camp of the Mammoth Lords. Well, that explains the mammoths. Alright, we're gonna build... Let's see. I'm gonna build... a watchtower, definitely. Supply center and inn seems a decent idea. Yeah. This one, I don't think many units will show up here. Well, I'll build a citadel anyway. Citadel, supply center, and inn. That'll work. Alright. Now, Agaboya, you're gonna try and take care of this one. Let me drop a save. Alright, take out this force. Fireball should be able to do a lot to this group. Raiders and bandits. That's gonna be easy to deal with them. Look at that! We've already dealt with one of them. Despite the high level, this one's easy. Oh, wow. Okay, sure. Keep him away from the Rangers. How? That wasn't nice of you. One more. There you go. War Priest got a hit. That one wasn't too bad. A group of renegades who tossed away their Crusaders' oaths and bent their knees before demons fought furiously till the very end. They knew that there would be no mercy for them. Nearby, the soldiers have found a rich gold mine packed with slaves. That's what demons used to buy the loyalty of former Iomedes warriors. A hole in the ground full of shiny metal. Hey, Agaboya leveled up. Let's see. More movement points. Outflank. Master of Maneuver. Actually a good idea. We'll need to keep our eyes open for someone we like. Because I think she's got a good amount of movement points. Doesn't she? Yeah, I think she's got the same amount of movement points as everyone else. So Master of Maneuver. Make you tougher. Okay, that goes to that demon army. Let me drop a save and we'll give it a try. Man, Agaboya's really taken out a lot this episode. If this ends up going well. So let's see. Of course, open with a fireball. Okay, whittle down those a bit. Let's wait for them to get closer. Perfect. You go for this one, because I can drop another fireball. Ooh, actually. Now one more fireball. Well done, Agaboya! God, those fireballs are great. Having dumped the plague corpses in a heap, the Crusaders pour oil on them generously and set them ablaze. The huge bonfire burns bright and strong as all the warriors burst into triumphant cries of victory. Courage fills the souls of the Crusaders. Ooh, and we've opened a path over to there. Interesting. Okay. Do eventually need to go over there, but I think Agaboya has reached the limit of what she can do. Most of the other foes are very tough, so she's gonna move back and act as defense for a while. Alright. Skip a day. Diplomatic. And Chain of Command. And an event. The detachment of Crusaders summoned from Canabras by the military council to aid the cause has found itself in grave danger. They've been completely blocked off by demonic forces and have been forced to take up defensive positions. If they're not rescued, they will all die. Is that so? Hey, Agaboya! We got something for you. It'll take you maybe 2 days to get there. Ooh, we can recruit more men. Perfect. Actually, now that I think about it, is there anything new we can build here? Let me see. Main Hall of Champions. Allows recruitment of and provides weekly recruitment growth for... Okay, we need a Hall of Champions. That's elite units. Scouts headquarters, no. Shelter, no. Watchtower, no. Okay. It'll take a while to get that Hall of Champions, but we need it. Okay. So, that is that. You guys can't quite get there yet. I'm not going to start a fight. But we can recruit. Oh, right! Stone Infantry! That's something I was aiming for. Sisters of the Golden Erinyes, Golden Legionnaires, Mendavian Cavaliers, Hell Knights. Okay, so, you guys, and you guys, Stone Infantry. They're very tough. I think I can replace some guys with those. In fact, I think these two are going to head to the south. Okay, so this army we just formed is going to head over to here. Join up with you guys. Nice. Okay, let's see. You, and I want to get a lot of stone infantry. You're gonna help out a bit. You are gonna go and help Setsuna. And I am also going to recruit a load of you. Also, one more search. More paladins. Oh, I can get a lot of Hell Knights. Hell Knights are actually quite useful. Also. There. Gonna need more of those. You know what? I'll send the paladins to join the other group. So, you head on down. In fact, I'm gonna send Setsuna right back up there to join with those guys. Let's swap things out a bit. So, we have you, and I'm swapping out you for you. Likewise, swapping out the paladins for the Hell Knights. That seems like a good idea. That'll be a good mix. And as for you guys... Hang on. You two will merge up. And Crusader Army 5 will join up with Agaboya. Alright. We've got things to do back at base, but I kind of don't want to right now. It's a little early. You are just going to sit around and do nothing. You guys are going to merge up with Agaboya as well, so it's a good thing that Agaboya is going to merge with you guys. We are going to have more decrees. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at those. Burning Brand and Remains of the Colorless One. You know what? Give me a second. Alright, looking over them, Burning Brand just makes a couple of weapons, none of which I use. It's like a Bardiche, a Sling Staff, and some other weapon. But, the Colorless One... That's an interesting one. One of them is Spectacles, which are kind of meh. One of them is... What was the second thing? The second is a bunch of arrows, which I don't really use them. But there's a breastplate in there that looks very, very interesting. Once we get through as many of the diplomacy things as we can, which, for all I know, we could get through all of them. Once we finish all of those, I'm going to go with the Remains of the Colorless One. It requires diplomacy for it, but that's fine. Anyway... That'll be what I do there. So... I do kind of need more men in there, but I will be able to get them. Don't you worry. The Paladins will be able to help out a bit. We've got plenty of forces now. Plenty of resources as well. So things are going fairly well. And we've got our forces there. Setsuna has become even stronger. And we'll have those reinforcements. Not that. Well, they'll be splitting up a bit. The champions will head to Setsuna, and the other two will join up with Agaboya. Then Setsuna is gonna head south and start clearing things out down here. And Agaboya is going to stay back and run defense. I think that's fine. Yeah, we got a lot to clear out down here. A lot of things to take care of. And you know what? I am actually going to end this episode here, because next episode, we have some conversations to deal with. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. That is me. This has been a Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, and I shall see you all next time.